Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today we are talking about an upcoming cozy game that I'm very excited about. I feel like not a lot of people are talking about this one. This is a free-to-play game, which means the barrier of entry is very low. This is set to come out in 2026, and the developers contacted me, and they said, listen, Pat, we want you to check out this game. We want you to play it. We'll even sponsor the video, and I thought that was awesome. So I got to go hands-on, and you're seeing footage that they provided me, trailers, also footage that I played and am sharing with you. So I wanted to, talk about this game very casually, just a little sit-down video and kind of go over my thoughts of this. So if you like this kind of content, if you like cozy game content, definitely think about subscribing. Now, what the heck is Heartopia? This is a life simulation game with a big emphasis on creativity and customization, and I really like that. It also has a big emphasis on multiplayer too. We'll get into that in a second, but that's the thing I really want to drive home to you guys, and something that I experienced even in my brief playtime with this game is that there is a ton of customization and honestly a ton of things to do in this game. So I don't know, I guess we'll kind of break this up into little parts here. The first thing I want to talk about is the character customization. That is the first thing you'll be doing. And I thought the character customization was pretty good, actually. There's a bunch of different skin tones. There's a bunch of different hair colors and eye types and eye colors. And I don't know, I just like a game that gives you a lot of options right off the bat. And this game also gives you a lot of clothing options right away, which I thought was very cool. So I like this game visually. I think maybe we should go to that next. The character customization, I know a lot of people are kind of that's an important thing for you, and me too. Being a male cozy gamer sometimes isn't the easiest thing to do when it comes to character customization, but I found a lot of clothing options and a lot of different options that made me feel like I was immersed in the game. But visually, I really like this game. It has a nice kind of simple, cozy, vibrant art style, and I think it lends itself well to what this game has to offer. So let me know in the comment section below what you think of the visual style, but I really like it. I like all the different environments. There are different seasons, and depending on what you're doing, whether it's fishing, whether it's decorating your house, or just kind of walking around or hanging out with people, I think the visuals are really nice and they look pretty good. So I'm excited to see if this game will make it over to console. I know it's coming out for PC and mobile, but we'll have to see about that. So I want to start with the life simulation stuff, and we got to talk about all of it. It's all fun. So starting off with fishing, this is a make or break for me when it comes to cozy games. I feel like fishing in some cozy games is not the greatest, but in Heartopia, it's really simple and you actually have a lot of control. I would say if I had to compare this to a cozy game that already exists, I would say that it's kind of like an Animal Crossing mixed with a Harvest Moon type of fishing. So what I like about this is you will actually see fish shadows in the water, and then you will choose to throw, you will choose where to throw your line out, and then you will have to reel the fish in, and you can reel the fish in until your line gets bright red. It'll even blink, and then you kind of have to let the fish go a little bit and then reel in again. So I like this fishing. There's no gimmicky mini game with it. It's just kind of a straightforward fishing experience. So I really do like that. We also have gardening, which is definitely a highlight for me. Growing crops, planting crops, everything was very, very seamless. The interesting thing about this game, because it's also on mobile, it kind of crosses that line with the PC version that I played. There's a lot of one button controls, which I personally like. I kind of like when the controls are a little bit more simplified. So there's a circle action button for everything you're doing. So the farming, you'll hit that farming button to plant the seeds, and you'll hit one button to water. There's obviously tools that you can switch to, like a watering can and things like that, but it's all very simple. And I was a little worried when I first heard that it also had a mobile port, but the more that I played it, it actually was a lot simpler to control. So I think that actually became a plus And then the other life simulation elements, there's like a town that you can explore. You'll see people walking around. Like, it does feel like a very lively town. And then, of course, when your friends are playing with you, it feels even better. I actually was put into like an early access type play period, and I saw someone in the world, and we kind of just like ran around with each other. So I thought that was pretty cute. So I'm excited to play this with friends. And again, it is free to play. So yeah, I mean, get your friends to download it. It's free to play. So I really liked all of the things that I experienced, fishing, cooking, gardening, things like that. So one other thing that they wanted to highlight, which I love, is that there's no stamina system or daily checklist. So like, you can literally just chill out and do whatever you want. You can be super productive, where you're like continuously doing quests and little side quests and building up your character, or you could literally just fish all day or like run around with your friends. Like, you don't need to progress in this game. Like, the goal is to progress, but there's a lot of freedom. There's a lot of like, just like, the game does nudge you into doing certain things, but a lot of the time I just kind of was chilling out, which I really liked. I want to definitely talk about the customization in this game, because there is so much of it, whether it is your outfits or the items in the game, and even down to the crafting and customizing items in the game. So the outfits, I'm not usually a big clothing person when it comes to cozy games. Like, usually I'll just pick an outfit that I like and wear it. But in this game, there are so many options. Well, you know, buying in stores, and the stores actually change daily. So, you know, that's an incentive to like go to these stores every day and see like what new items they have. So I feel like that was really good. And there was a lot of options too. Like, there was a lot of options. I wasn't expecting as many options as I saw. So if you are someone who likes to change your outfit, change your hairstyle, like, there's a ton of that kind of stuff. I'm more interested in the items and decorating, and there are a ton of items in this game. And you can also buy items at a furniture shop. There is, by the way, a clothing shop, but there's also a furniture shop that does rotate their stock. There is another way to get items as well, and you can craft items and customize them or recolor them, which I think is really cool. So, you know, as you do quests, as you progress in the game, you'll get more and more like recipes, and then you can use those recipes to craft even more furniture. I thought that like crafting the furniture was very easy. Like, obviously you have to like get materials from trees and like pick up sticks and stuff like that. But then when you craft the furniture, it's super easy. And then placing the furniture, you actually have a build mode that is different from like when you're playing the game. So I really like that too, how there's like, you're playing the game and then you can switch to build mode to like precisely put down items and things like that. So I really liked that. I like the build mode a lot. And I think this is where a lot of my enjoyment is going to come. I mean, the multiplayer and hanging out with my friends, but also customizing my character and my house, because there's so many options. There's nothing worse than a game that has a ton of customization, but not enough items. This game has a ton of items, so that was definitely a plus for me. And then, even though I personally didn't get to interact with other players in my time when I played this, I know that there is so much to do with players. Actually, at the end of my play session, I did unlock emotes and like dance moves and stuff like that, which was really fun. But I know that you can do so much more with players in this game. I think that the community building part of this has me really excited. And I wish some other cozy games kind of had this like multiplayer emphasis. But Heartopia definitely has a big emphasis on playing with other people, which I think could definitely keep you motivated. You know, customizing your house, showing it off to your friends, or just literally running around the map with your friends or dancing with your friends. So I'm really excited for the multiplayer. There's also other things too, like there's pets that you can get. There's like a whole pet store. The town has a lot of shops. I wanted to keep playing because I wanted to see what other shops opened. But yeah, there's a pet shop, furniture shop, clothing store. There's other shops that I didn't even know what they were. I think there was like a restaurant. So yeah, I really did like that. And my short experience playing this game so far, it has me excited. It has me excited. This game is set to come out in 2026, early 2026. So we won't have to wait long to play this. And I think it has so much promise with customization, with multiplayer, and just the relaxed nature of this game has me excited. So let me know what you thought of the footage, and let me know what you thought of what I said. Does it look good? Do you want to play it? Let me know more. Thanks again for the developers for sponsoring this video, and I will see you next year with Heartopia. It's going to be so fun.